Okay, then Henry and Adam went to Joseph's stall, right?
Wait a minute, what do you mean for you?
Well, what were their names? They were Rovi, right?
Yeah, that's what our grandpa Rovi.
Okay.
Henry.
Oh.
Henry Rovi war grandpa Gerk sa grandpa.
Okay.
And then Adam Rovi. I think you were brothers. I'm not sure what brothers or the cousin.
Grandma Gerk, her
dad.
Her dad was Henry.
It was Henry Rovi. And die was Adam Rovi. His grandpa was Adam Rovi.
And then he had a son named Adam too.
Yeah, I guess that's his dad.
And then Adam had a son named
Nicholas. He died.
What? Do you know when he died?
No, I can't remember anymore.
And then he had a son Peter.
No, daughter Anne.
Yeah, but he had an Anne. Okay. Do you remember Anne?
Yes, I remember, and we made our first communion together, and we were hands.
And then there was Peter, the one that's in Germany right now.
Oh, that's he. Yeah, I can't remember him anymore. But I know Anne, and I know Nicholas. He always come over and brought the letter over. When his dad wrote the letter, and there was an OD for my mother, my dad. And when my dad wrote the letter, and then his dad put an OD in. And then he always come over, brought the letter over and read it for my mother. He died. When Anne was married, her husband went to South America, South America was. When Anne went with her dad and her mother to Minsk. And when I left, I heard his mother died. Her name was Lizzie. I know her name.
Yeah.
So that's all I know from them.
Okay, when you got your passport and all that in Kamyshin?
Kamyshin, I got my picture from Kamyshin. My papers from our government office. And then I went to Kamyshin. Got my papers already. Then I went to Saratov. From Saratov I went to Bakrovsky and got my passport in Bakrovsky.
Then after, okay, you said goodbye to your parents. What day did you leave Josephstown?
Josephstown in October the 20th.
And then where did you go? You went to
Moscow.
Moscow. Then where did you go from there?
To Riga.
Riga?
Riga.
Is that in Russia?
No, that's a different country.
Yeah. Did you go how did you go? How did you travel? By train or what?
By train, little boat, and then from Riga to Lipa, and from there to London, from London to Canada.
And what day did you arrive in Canada?
I arrived in Canada in November, the 21st of November. I arrived in Holfest. 1 month and 1 day I was on the road.
What was the name of the boat you traveled on?
Butterfix.
Butterfix? Then Grandpa, he went to Minsk.
Grandpa was in Minsk. From Minsk he went to Poland, and from Poland to Germany in the camps, and from Germany to Canada.
Who helped him get out of Germany?
From Germany, Volksverein, the Knights of Columbus.
Or the Holy Name Society, right?
Yeah, they call it Holy Name Society.
And then who sponsored him?
Chet Eman, Mr. Eman, Chet Eman in Holfest. He brought him out. Grandpa came out in 1924, and I come out in 1925. He came out in 1924 in April, the 10th, 9th of April. He reised to his boss, Chet Eman. And then I come out in 1925.
What did Grandpa do when he was in Minsk?
Farm.
He farmed in Minsk?
The prairie.
In Minsk?
The prairie, big farmer.
Oh, I thought...
In Minsk?
Yeah.
He worked in the shoe factory.
How long was he there?
I can't remember anymore, Teddy, maybe a few months.
I see, and then into Poland.
It's too long, yeah. Then he crossed Poland. War a whole bunch. Maybe he can remember him, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure he left in 1922 in March.
When did Grandpa Gerk, great-grandpa Gerk, when did he die? George Gerk.
He died in, was he in Canada already? I think he was in Canada already. I think he died in 24 or in 23, I'm not sure anymore. Maybe he died in 24.
And what did he die of?
Yeah, cancer.
Yeah. And they had a funeral for him?
Huh?
They had a funeral for him?
Oh yes, Father Ox was there. Yeah, our priest was going on down and Father Ox coming in. We had Father Cups, and Father Cups had to leave. Then we were out the priest for a while. And then Father Ox, we had him before. I was a young boy yet. Maybe he can remember Father Ox yet. Father Rao had to leave.
Where did you go to church at if you didn't go in Josephsdal?
To Mariendal.
You went to Mariendal?
Yeah, we had one priest together.
Yeah. You were one parish then? So.
Yeah, well, yeah, there were only two Catholic towns. Then there were only one priest. One Sunday we had Mass and the next Sunday Mariendal had Mass.
Did Mariendal have a big church?
I had to go miss from the dawn.
Yeah.
Then they had Mass in the rectory.
Did your church have a rectory too?
No, we didn't have one there in that house who I said to her, Grandma Gerk, your sister, your house.
Yeah.
See, before he had the store beside that. When the communism broke out, you're out the store.
So there was the house, and then there was the store.
Corner, yeah.
And the store was right beside the house.
Beside.
Or was it in the house? It was beside the house?
No, this was just from the house, that belonged to the house.
Oh, I see.
That man was Lutheran. Then he rented for a rectory where the priests were in. See, before the priests were always down in Mariendal. He just come up Sunday morning and had Mass, and then he go back. And when he brought the church down, and then he used the rectory for a Mass. And then he rented that house, and there was the priest standing up in Josephsdal. Then he just went down and said Mass in Mariendal.
Inside the church, did you have a big altar, or?
Oh yes, we had a big altar there. We had a nice altar here.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Maybe the church was not so nice, but I had a nice altar in there.
Yeah. Did it seat a lot of people?
Oh yeah, lots of Catholic people in there.
Was
It was different in here, Teddy. The young people had to kneel. There was no bench for them. Just the old people were sitting. Well, the young boys from 18 over 19, he went up on the board.
Well, there was a choir, right?
On the choir, sure. We had the choir. And then you were all up there.
Yeah.
And the choir were up there. And the rest had to kneel.
Yeah.
There were on each side were a man who watched them. If you were talking or you were grown, he went to took you by the ear and pulled the ear.
Did you ever talk in church yourself? Or
No talking, like here.
Yeah.
Here you're all talking in there, you think that's the theater, and here not the church.
So,
even the young kids, there were, on the ladies' side, there were two men sitting, each had a chair, nice chair with his sitting there and they could kneel down. And they watched the big ones and the small ones.
So even the adults were watched too, eh?
You all had to sit, all had to kneel.
Yeah.
I got married now, I kneeling yet.
Yeah. What did you do when you were a little girl? What did you have a lot of different games to play?
Oh yes, we played ball, softball, and play other games. We wouldn't know them.
No, but explain them. Oh, come on.
No,
No?
I haven't explained that.
What?
We played ball,
Yeah.
softball in the school, and then otherwise we went out on the hill and we played, they called it coyotes. They had the board on a rock, and they put the board on, and they made nice things, and you set them on and you went back. It's like hockey and things like that.
What did you call it?
Play coyotes.
Kylie's?
Yeah, coyotes.
Oh.
I told you would know what that is.
Well, you.
I never saw it in I think in South America is that games,
Yeah.
because there were one, they called him Chip Fritz. He lost one leg,
Shiftlets?
Holzmann.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his leg in South America. They were playing them games.
Yeah.
And somebody, he had them sticks, and the stick come and hit him on the leg and he lost his leg.
They play that in England, don't they?
Huh?
That's like rugby.
Something
with
like
this,
that.
and they grab the ball with the stick.
No, that's not a ball, that's made from wood.
Yeah.
Thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what do they do with it once they get?
If you caught them, then they lost the game. You go in and play, they have to go out and watch it. They had aprons on like that, and that flies, we caught them.
Yeah.
When we caught them, then that bunch lost out. There were two teams.
Yeah.
And then he had the stick, and then the mirror. The one who got on the top, he lost out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, one team had to go out,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one were batting in there. Well, when we caught that ball, that thing, and then the water game over, we could go in, they had to go out and watch it.
And this was done in the schoolyard, or?
No, we played that usually out on the hill, spring when the grass was green.
There was a big hill.
Huh?
There was a big hill you went up to.
Oh yeah, we had hills. Well, not too big over, or hills, little hills. One in the school we played ball, softball, like
Yeah.
here.
Did what was I gonna say? Did you have the Stations of the Cross?
Oh yes, up on the hill,
It was up on the hill,
on two sides.
and there was 14 stations. Like,
Yeah, on the sides, and one big cross was in the middle. And on each side were the crosses up.
was that by the cemetery, or
No, no, cemetery were out, not in the hill.
how did you make the Station of the Cross then?
Like here. Like here.
Mm-hmm.
You went out on holidays when it's, over there were lots of Catholic holidays. And then you went out and praying, rosary, and the priest, and you walked on.
You had the whole town there.
Well, the ones, you got lots in here, you going on the church all the time, you going in benediction, going in the mass, and some don't go in benediction, the same thing there. We usually went out, the procession, when
Yeah.
it were holidays. Well, lots of people went out and prayed all the way out and the way back,
Mm-hmm.
always praying. What the Schulmeister, he sang with the choir.
Mm-hmm. Did you sing? Were you in the choir, or?
Oh yeah, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't in the choir.
Couldn't you sing good?
I didn't like it.
No.
No, Teddy, over there.
Did Grandpa sing?
Oh yeah, he was up in the choir. He was singing here in Rutland, or in the choir.
He had a good voice, eh?
Yeah, not bad. He could sing Latin. He had his book of Latin. I didn't know nothing Latin.
And he was an altar boy in.
Yeah, they were all older boys, girls.
Did what languages did he speak?
Huh?
What languages did Grandpa speak?
Russian,
Mm-hmm.
Polish, and German, English.
And let me see. Did when the communists came, you know, the Station of the Cross, did they tear those down or what?
Oh, I guess so, Teddy. I don't know anymore. He was still there when I left. Later on got Worcester. You know, he took the church for a farm and everything, and then I guess he pulled them out, them crosses, and we wondered. He didn't leave them crosses.
Now, what did you say about Grandpa saw something in one of the granaries, a record about the Gerk family or something
Oh, he saw them in Germany.
in Germany?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he said it was in Germany. Maybe it was in Russia, I don't know, I can't remember anymore, Teddy. Because in Russia the war, he called it like a granary, a big one, high.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were all the papers stored from years and years and years ago, from 1918. When the communism broke out, he opened that and threw everything out. Maybe he saw the paper there, I can't remember anymore. Because the papers were all stored in there, and that's what closed on our place.
Yeah.
Because my dad, there were three brothers, and my grandpa. My grandpa bought 4 lots.
Mm-hmm.
Who he was living on, and my uncle, and then he had 2 other lots, and then he sold 1 lot. And 1 lot was just a little back ways where he was living, and on that, beside them was a granary built, high granary. It belonged to the city,
Mm-hmm.
with the government from the city piled everything in there, all the papers from one year to the other. There were lots of records in there.
Mm-hmm.
He found everything to go.
Did you have a mirror?
What?
Did you have a mirror?
Mayor?
Yeah.
No, not like that. Not the office secretary and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the real government office was someplace else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the office where you're on your own town. And he brought the mayor, and the mayor went in the government's office, and there he stood them out and he delivered them. They were a delivery boy, he delivered them.
And this record that Grandpa saw said about the Gerks going back how many years?
Oh, he said 27 or 29, 100 years ago.
200 years ago?
Yeah, oh, more longer than that.
Yeah.
Longer than that when the Germans moved to Russia.
But it wasn't about Gerks in particular, right?
Well, I don't think so. Maybe I don't know anymore.
Did, you had said once about when the communists come, your family tried to get away?
Oh yeah, not alone we, all the people tried to get away. Couldn't go forward. There was no way out.
Where did you go?
We want to go up to Sinufki,
Mm-hmm.
that way. And then we won't go up to Sinufki, and the other people come from Sinufki and go to Joseph's store. They were looking, they thought you can't get away out of communism, and there was no way out.
Did how did you get, did you load it up in a wagon or?
Yeah, the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Just took a little bread and things and left everything behind. Then my sister, her husband was missing. She didn't go along with us.
What sister was that?
Katie.
Katie?
And then my mother had dough for picking buns and things. We left everything, the dough and chicken and geese and cows and horses and everything. Just took a wagon with 2 horses and we had to come back. There was no way out.
Do you know what year that was?
I guess I'm 18.
1918? Good job. You were 16 then at the time?
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, my dad come home from the war and the communists behind.
But a lot of families then tried to get away
Huh.
in Josephstown.
Josephstown were hardly anybody left. They were all run away.
Yeah? But they all came back then.
Yeah, there was no choice. They went on the communists on the fire in. They put the church in fire and they put lots of houses down in Mariendal. And when that were all in fire, and then they went on fire to Josephstown. And then there were all people home yet. He put the flag up, and then they went in, and then they broke in the houses and stole everything, clothes and everything.
Did they set much on fire in Josephstown?
Now I Josephstown, when they started firing in with their machine guns and things, and then the old people went out and they put flags up.
Or white flags or what?
White flags, and it means you give up. There was nobody in town anymore, just old people who couldn't leave.
But then gradually you all came back.
Yeah, and the next day they had meeting, the communists, and they called the people out. You have to go down in the government's office, and you went down and you said, you think we couldn't get you if you wouldn't put the flags up? We were out with the machine gun and we cut you down like you cutting grass. You do that. There were so many people out there in our place we were all out on the land. In our farm out there, and there were so many people you couldn't walk even. The wolves were howling on the feet, the fox were howling on dark. Oh God, I remember that, it shivered me yet. People running each other and didn't know each other anymore. We were all scared. priests were out there had to hide. He killed lots of priests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killed lots of. With the Father Chenison, not Chenison, Rao, Father Rao, lots of times she had to go and shower with maneuvering things. So they got away. Father Cops, when he left Russia, the communists asked him, he denied that he was a priest. When he got to Germany, he wrote them back. And he told them if they know what he was, then he would kill him. And then he come back again. And I think he killed him later on.
Yeah.
I think he got him. He killed all them priests out. Even the Lutheran preacher on popes, Russian popes, who are in the paper who we know from our neighbor town, we all killed.
Anybody?
They did not forget it to you.
And what was the Russian name of Joseph's doll?
Kripalova.
Kripalova?
Kripalova.
Kripalova.
Kripalova, yeah.
And then the town was large, like there was a lot of people in town?
Well, there were quite a few people in that town, yeah.
Did you have only one mass a day at the church?
We had mass every morning.
Every morning?
If we had the priest, especially the last few years. With the church burned down, and then the priests were standing in our town, and we had mass every morning. And benediction. And if we didn't have mass, then we had the rosary. Well, I said that Schulmeister.
When you were confirmed, how old were you when you were confirmed?
When I got confirmed, out in Rutland.
Oh, you got confirmed in Rutland?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That rabbi isn't confirmed either. Maybe he got confirmed in over in Canada. The bishop, our bishop, we had the bishop, and he only come around maybe every 15, 20 years. My sister Anne wasn't even confirmed yet.
But you had your first Holy Communion. How old were you when you had your communion?
I think I was 12, and the boys 13.
Did you have to wear white?
Oh yes, we had white dresses on, and veils on, yeah. That's when his sister Anne made your first communion with me. I forgot your husband's name. He was Vito. I know that. His first wife died. Gosh, and I should have known his name. I didn't know him very well. And I forgot all his cousins who were in the same family. I forgot the name. One from his cousin died. I think his name was Gerk. He had the sunstroke. I remember him.
Was the climate there different than it is here?
Oh yes.
Warmer or colder?
The winter is cold and in spring it's warmer here.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Sun is reached the March and then it's warm. There's no more frost like here. Here it's frost until the end of May. And over there no. And winter we have lots of snow.